Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We are here at Lehman Catholic High School where the Marion local Flyers take on the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Today's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Spreadman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NKTelco, NKT TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Grand Lake Health, Flowpay Building Products, Moran Refrigeration, and First National Bank. Here to bring you tonight's volleyball game between the Marion local Flyers and the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Along with Jeff Henshin, I'm Dave Kanapke. Marion local on the season 3-0 under head coach Erica Schultze. Jeff, they're off to a good start. Last year, their record wasn't quite as good as they'd like to be, but they finished strong last year.
They finished real strong last year, played some very good volleyball at the end of the season. Actually won the sectional tournament by defeating a very good Fort Recovery team and had to do that at Fort Recovery. Not an easy place to play. Later went on to lose then in the districts to St. Henry, but played well, like you said, and have some people coming back from a team that really finished strong on a good note.
Lehman Catholic 3-1 on this season. Head coach Greg Snipes in his 24th year with a lot of success. They, like Marion, didn't have quite the year they wanted to last year, but they've also started off the season strong. Yeah,
they've got a strong tradition, as you mentioned, under Coach Snipes. Had a subpar last season, finished just above 500, but they have a lot of people back from that team. He's expecting big things this year from a group of girls that have played a lot of volleyball, not only during season, obviously, but a lot of club volleyball. They understand what they need to do. He feels like they're moving forward, and he hopes for a good night tonight against a very quality team in Marion Local.
Marion Local and Lehman Catholic, two of the best programs in this area. 8 state titles between these two schools. So a lot of tradition, a lot of success. We'll be back with the starting lineups when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, pop money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slankowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Welcome back. We're getting ready for the starting lineups for Marion Local. They're doing the non-starters right now. Marion 3-0 on the season. They've undefeated. They've played 9 games so far. They defeated Salina, Jackson Center, both at home. They won at Vandalia Butler 3-0. So they're 3-0. Here's the starters. Aubrey Toby. 3, Natalie Rathman. Kessemeyer. Elena Poland, number 6. Number 9, Kelsey Koenig. 10, Brooke Holman. Libero is Rachel Partington. Now Lehman Catholic, so did the non-starters as well. 3-1 on the season. Actually played a couple teams that Marion has played. They beat Vandalia Butler at home, lost to Jackson Center in 5 games. They also defeated Springfield Catholic Central and also won at Waynesville Goshen for their overall 3-1 record. Now Now the starters for Lehman. Elena Snipes. Number 8, Elena Lucia. 12, Lauren Riley. 14, Abby Shutt. Laura McFarland. 22, Reese Geisy. And the libero, we'll have to check that. So their head coach for the Cavaliers is Greg Snipes in his 24th year. Head coach for Marion Local, Erica Solzi. Now, Jeff, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Let's start with Marion Local Flyers.
But first, Dave, they need to get an aggressive win the serve attitude. Lehman Catholic struggled a little bit in their last game receiving the serve. So if Marion can serve aggressively and win that serve, they have a good chance of staying on top and go to quick on offense. When they do get the ball back, bang, bang, bang. Don't let the defense set. Be selective and be kind of variety, if you will, at the front of the net. Go to your hitters and play fast.
Now for the Cavaliers of Lehman Catholic, their keys to the game.
Play at a high level. Although they lost their last match against Jackson Center, Coach Snipes felt they played at a very high level and lost the 5th game by 2 points. Could have gone either way. He was very pleased at the level that they played at during that, even though it was a loss, and use their experience. They've got a number of girls, as I mentioned earlier before, that were part of this team last year that struggled right around that 500 mark, didn't win the league title. They want to win the league title. That is the Northwest Central Conference again, where they won it 4 years in a row before losing last year. They take advantage of that experience, not only in their high school seasons. A lot of these girls have played club, you mentioned, so move forward, don't take steps backward, and first win the league and then take care of your, obviously, your non-conference schedule, which, again, tough foe tonight in Marion Local Flyers.
Again, these are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza in Newport, Ohio. Getting ready as they're setting these lineups. Jeff mentioned 2 very successful programs, 8 state titles between them, 3 state titles for Lehman, 5 state championships for Marion Local. Both the teams have gone to state 7 times, so very strong program. And he said, Jeff, for a non-league game, this is about as good as it gets.
Yeah, and a lot of blue and yellow in the stands tonight. Obviously, both team colors sporting the same school colors, so it'll be a little difficult here at first, although it'll be Marion Local in the white jerseys. I'll make it easy for us on your right, and then obviously the Lehman Catholic in the home team tonight in the blue jerseys.
Abby Shutt with the serve, and we are underway. Hit by Toby, that would go long. First point goes to the Cavaliers. Cavaliers 3-1. Marion Local 3-0. As we mentioned, they played 2 common opponents. They both played Jackson Center and Vandalia Butler. They both beat Butler. Lehman lost to Jackson Center, and Marion beat Jackson Center, and there's a missed pass by Lehman. Side out gives it to the Flyers.
Give Brooke Homan, the leading attacker for the Flyers, a kill, unable with the Cavaliers to return it. Brooke Homan, 5'8" junior, averaging already 3 kills a set.
Natalie Rethman with the serve. They'll go back row to McFarland, dug by the Flyers. Hit into the middle, block back on the Marion side. Rethman will set Toby. Nice dig in the back row by McFarland. Over on the left side, kill by Reese Geisy.
Geisy caught the top of the tape, Dave, and kind of slowed it down and dropped it right inside the left front corner for her first kill. She averages just over 2 kills a set.
Back to serve Piper Sharkins. Just a sophomore defensive specialist. Her serves across. Rethman will go in the middle this time. That was hit wide there by Grace Kanapke. Point for the Cavaliers. They now lead 3-1 Cavaliers on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, Think First, our longtime sponsor here on NKTelco Sports. Good serve by Sharkins. Free ball to cross. Chance for the Cavaliers. Block back on the Lehman side. Good block there by the Flyers, I think by
Homan and Kanapke. Both of them go up. Not for sure which one got it, but a termination, a stuff block, point for the Flyers.
Top for the Flyers after they had to free ball to cross. Able to get a good block after a chance for Lehman to take advantage of that. Serve across there by Ava Rose will go long. Side out to the Cavaliers. Cavaliers are coached by Greg Snipes in his 24th year. 475 and 136, a 78% winning percentage. That's amazing. A lot of success here and there on the overpass. They put it away.
Very strong, as you said, 24 years and 3 state titles, a couple runner-ups.
3 runners-up.
All here at Lehman Catholic, 24 seasons.
It goes into net last year for the Cavaliers, a rare losing season as they went 12-13. Hope to improve on that mark. As back to serve for the Flyers is their libero this year, Rachel Partington.
She will have big shoes to fill. We'll talk about that later as she replaces Fessenmeyer, who did the libero duty last year and did it very well for the Flyers.
Sharkins tries to save it. Yes, Kara Fessenmeyer was first team All-MAC, second team All-State at libero. She is now playing outside hitter and playing all the way around. So a rare, you don't see that change very often. Hit blocked.
I believe it blocked the antenna, so it'll be a kill for Lucia. Her second of the match, or second of the set. And she leads the Cavaliers this season, Dave, averaging just over 3 kills a set and a very impressive .427 hitting percentage.
Lucia with the serve, hit by Kanapke. Good kill from the right side for the Flyers.
Just a 5'10" senior. Take another look at it here, Dave. Nice use and going diagonal. A lot of real estate there, and she took advantage of it, did Grace Kanapke.
Replays are sponsored by Winners Meats and Osgood. Quality meats for 90 years. Winners Meats. Over to McFarland. Partington tries to dig it. That will go down for a kill for number 20, Lauren McFarland.
McFarland, a junior, 5 feet 6 inches. She's averaging 3.3 kills, so actually she leads the Cavaliers just a 10th, if you will, point in front of Lucia, but Lauren McFarland, 5 foot 6 inch junior, her first kill of the set.
Like I said, Alexis Snipes back to the back row to serve. Slide play is put away there by Elena Pullman.
Nice timing, 5'11" sophomore. Timed it well, saw her hitting in the pregame, and she can bring it pretty aggressively in that time. Good timing on that slide play and good execution.
There is Carrie Fessenmeyer that we told you that played the libero last year, now a hitter and back row player. Nice dig that time by Partington. We'll go to Toby in the front row, and a nice block by the Cavaliers. That's 14, Abby Shutt.
Shutt doing a nice job by herself, I believe. Take another look at it. And take it back. 2 girls did go up.
Also Lauren Riley there to help the Shutt on the block. Pullman again. Lehman trying to save it and able to get it across. Rethman go in the middle of the Toby. Nice dig that time by Snipes. From the back row, McFarland. Dig by Partington. Free ball to cross. Hit and a kill by Reese Geisey. Some nice saves, some nice volleys here for both teams, and Geisey with the last hit.
Yeah, good arm speed, good aggressive, solid attack for Reese Geisey, a 6 foot sophomore. Her second kill of the set.
It's pretty good size on both these teams. We got some 5'10", 5'11", some 6-footers. There's Toby with the hit. She's 5'10". From the back row, McFarland, chance for the Flyers. Rethman trying to dump it across. The setter, Natalie Rethman, with a kill.
Sometimes you can overuse that play. You really have to have a feel of when it's the right time, and that time she caught the Cavaliers on the back or on their heels. Goes down as her first kill.
Pullman with the serve, hit long by Geisey. Side out or a point, service point, draws the Flyers within 1, 9-8. Pullman serve. Doug. McFarland in the back row. Rethman will set, hit. And that will be on the line, that time hit by number 10, Brooke Homan.
Her second kill, nice directional shot there. You see her in her wrist how she hit it. Went kind of to the right side diagonally. A good attack for Homan, ties it up at 9.
Snipes goes to Lucia. And from the back row, Olivia Lucia with the kill.
Her third kill, not for sure what her number was last year, so we'll take another look at it now, but a couple of seasons ago, Sydney Chapman wore number 8. And if you're familiar with volleyball around the area, she was a very good attacker, very good player. And Lucia right now playing much like a Chapman-like player. With some aggressive hitting. She led the team last year in kills as well.
There'll be an ace there by Abby Shutt. Gives the Lehman Cavaliers a 2-point lead, 11-9.
First ace of the set. Lehman comes in averaging just under 3 aces a contest. They get their first one there and a 2-point lead.
Rethman, dink by Homan, covered there by the Cavaliers. The back row from the behind, there was Koenig to hit it. Geisey's hit is blocked back. Good defense there by the Flyers.
Both Reithman and also Homan double up for that termination block.
Into the front row, number 12, Grace Kanapke. And back to serve the setter, Natalie Rethman. Both these teams using one setter, if you will, a 5-1 offense. Kanapke back to Rethman. From the right side, Brooke Homan with a kill.
Her third kill. Marion Local takes advantage of the free ball. That is, in this level of play, a free ball over, you're almost writing your death wish there. And Homan converts on her third kill. Very well designed and executed offense by the Flyers.
Snipes to Lucia, back on the Flyers side. Blocked. Lucia with the block. Looked like the Flyers had the advantage there with the ball hit over, but good block by the Cavaliers.
Take another look here. Lucia, great timing and able to keep it down, and good hand, good touch.
Sharkins with the serve. Toby. Snipes will dump it over and it'll fall. Partington got an arm on it, but there's a kill for the setter, Alexis Snipes.
Well, she saw Rethman do the same thing and felt that it was her time. Again, good placement. You don't want it too high and too far back. You want to find the hole, and both setters have done a nice job doing that.
Point for the Cavaliers. The Sharkins with a tough serve. Flyers not able to get to that. Now a 3-point lead.
This might be the biggest lead of the set. It's been pretty close throughout.
Rethman. Homan with the hit back on the Flyers side. They set Homan on the right side. Dug there by Shutt. Back row McFarland. Dug by the Flyers. Rethman. They set Kanapke. Dink. And a power block, if you will, by Lucia.
5'11" junior. We'll call it a block. We'll take another look at here. A very strong finish. Pushing it right down. Good play by Lucia.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside here on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Closely played game so far. Lehman pulls away a little bit with a 4-point lead.
A big block there, a 4-point lead now. A little momentum building on the Lehman Catholic side. Good timeout by Erica Schulte to kind of stop that momentum. And we've seen a number of times, Dave, after a timeout, the server maybe will often serve it out of bounds in the net. Not this time. And boy, Lucia, another termination block.
She's on a bit of a roll right now, dominating at the net.
5'11" junior, I said, led the team in attacks last season and blocks.
Rethman tried to dump it across, saved by the Cavaliers. Rethman to Toby. Nice dig by the Cavaliers. Hit across by Shutt. Back set to Homan. Dug by Shutt. Snipes chases it down. Geisey. Nice dig by Partington. Over to Toby. Dink. Covered by Sharkins. Snipes will go all the way over. Had to be just to push it across. Miss hit. And a point for the Cavaliers.
McFarland, following an off-speed attack by the Flyers, basically pushes it to where the defense of the Marion local team was not at and did it just far enough. Flyers couldn't get a clean hit. A 6-point cushion, Dave.
Sharkins has served quite a few in a row here. From the back row. That's just long there by Fessemeyer.
Didn't miss by much.
It's always a danger when you're going from the back row. Unless you get on top, you're hitting more horizontally, if you will. That time it sailed just a little long. Aubrey Toby down the blockers this time. She threw a little bit of a change up there. Still hard, but not quite as hard. Threw off the timing of the blockers.
Much needed break, as you mentioned. That was probably a run of at least 4, 5, 6 points. And down 6 with only 7 to go. The Flyers need to now themselves, Dave, come up with a string of offense.
Ava Rose with the serve. Lucia with the kill.
4 kills today for Lucia, plus 3 blocks, and that's probably the most impressive thing, the termination blocks.
Reese Geisey, sophomore, back here for the Cavaliers. Looks over to Coach Snipes. Right now, I believe the captain, Fessemeyer, is talking to the referee, but so they're checking back at the bench. I don't know if everybody's okay, and
just making sure all of the, although they're having to move their stuff back, but the other side is have their water bottles and stuff a little bit.
Geisey with an ace.
September 21st and 22nd at legendary Eldora Speedway. Enter for your chance to win 2 sweet tickets with pit passes for Friday night. NKT.TV/Eldora.
Cavaliers, the first team to 20, 20-12. Fessemeyer with a big hit that will go wide.
Big swing, big attack. Fessemeyer, her first kill. If you haven't noticed, I think a lot of times I get thrown off a little bit. The half-court line here, Dave, in the Lehman Gym, the blue line is not the middle of the volleyball court line. It's the white one. I've seen some players kind of flying by thinking it's a foot fault, but there's probably a foot between the blue line, which is, let's say, the basketball court mid-stripe, versus the volleyball middle of the court, which is a little bit to your left. So some foot faults I thought weren't called really were in fact clean because the lines are off just a bit.
Pullman with a tough hit, and then goes on the other side and blocks it with a point for the Flyers.
Both Pullman and Kanapke convert there, and just 3 points remain for the Cavaliers, Dave, to earn game 1. The Flyers would like to get a little bit of offense going here, a little bit of momentum. It's going to take a heck of a comeback here with just 3 to go, but you'd like to finish on a strong note.
On the Flyer side, Rethman over to Fessemeyer. Off speed, the dink works for a point.
Their second kill of the set, and you're right, Dave, just hitting it where they're not putting the ball where the defense was not expecting it.
Dug by Sharkins. Snipes will set McFarland. Big angle by Lauren for the point.
McFarland, again, 5 feet 6 inches. That's a tough when you're battling the tall front line of the Flyers, and she cut it hard. She was on the far side, and that ball came down right around the 10-foot line on this side, so she had a good angle on it. Tough to block.
Snipes with the serve, the lefty across. In the middle, Fessemeyer is blocked back on the Flyer side. Try to dump it. Cavaliers have it. McFarland will have to hit that flat-footed. Battle goes wide, and a point for the Cavaliers. Have another timeout by the Flyers. While we have a minute, we'd like to thank our sponsors for making this telecast possible. Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, caring without limits at Wilson Health, Precision Strips, NKT TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Wagner's IGA in Minster, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products. We service what we sell at Clopay. Moran's Refrigeration, a name you know, a name you trust. Moran's Refrigeration. PSG's Automotive Outfitters. Hometown Opportunities, connecting local companies with local talent. Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schmidt Pharmacies, pharmacies located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Walpock. And New Knoxville Supply, our fine sponsors. You're bringing you to this game, and right now, Lehman in control is set 1.
Yeah, they've taken control of it about probably when it was around probably 11 to 12, 11 to 13, and Since that time, they've really outscored the Flyers, and a little bit of serving, a little bit of blocking, a little bit of attacking, a little bit of everything, and they've just opened up an 8-point lead here.
Close to the net, put away by Pullman. The Flyers staying alive, still trail by 7 late in this contest.
Pullman, I think, had to be careful there that it broke the plane. That was just a second hit. I'm not exactly sure, but I think if it's not in the third, you have to wait till it breaks the plane before you can touch it. And she did just that.
Set Lucia from the back row, sails long. Flyers down 6. Carrie Fessemeyer, one of 6 seniors on this team with the serve. Dug there time by Hattie Shutt. Lucia again takes a little bit off of it. Partington with the dig. Over to Aubrey Toby with the kill.
Toby records just her first kill. She's had some good looks. That point forces Snipes to take a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Flyers down 23-18 to Cavaliers. Timeout by Coach Snipes. Served by Fessemeyer. Snipes bumped that across. Back to Toby. Takes something off of it. And the Flyers build a little bit of momentum here.
That was a big point following the timeout. And Marion Local wins that battle. Still some work to do, but definitely the Flyers with a bit of the momentum now.
Snipes back set to McFarland. Dug that time by Koenig. Back row, Holman will sail long, and we will have set point for the Cavaliers.
6th hitting error committed by the Flyers here in set number 1.
Checking into the front row, number 22, Reese Geisey. Back to serve number 20, Lauren McFarland for the first set victory. In the middle, it's Pullman. Dug out by Lehman. Lucia with a nice hit, saved by Partington. Toby, dug by Lucia. Back to Toby and put away.
Good arm snap. Give Toby the kill, her third. Good timing. Taking a look at it, and just excellent timing by Aubrey Toby. And that went down hard.
Pullman back to serve. And an ace. 24-21. Marion still has to win the next 3 points, as we will have another timeout by Lehman. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to mention that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replay of high school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD in Channel 503. The first replay is August 29th at 6 p.m. The second replay is Thursday the 30th at 8 p.m. You can watch all the games on WOSN and on demand at NKTelco Sports Facebook page and at nktelco.net. Flyers are doing all right, but they still have to be perfect the next 3 points. They have to win the next 3 points, in other words.
Strong serve by Pullman.
It'll be hit from the back row, dug by the Flyers. Rathman will go to Toby again. Dug by Lucia. Snipes chases it down. Geisey with the dink. Covered by the Flyers. Pushed across. They'll go back row to Lucia. Dig on the Lehman side. Battle. Back on Lehman. Flyers dodged a bullet there. Geisey will just have to punch it across. Neither team's getting really good hits here. Toby far back with a kill. Nice hit there by Aubrey Toby.
A decent volley, not a lot of action, some passes that led setters astray, and couldn't get a good attack, but Toby, that's her 4th kill, and I think they've all come here in the past few points for the Flyers, and the service there by the Flyers will give the game to the Cavaliers.
Final score on our First National Bank scoreboard. Lehman 25, Marion Local. They'll switch sides, return here with the second set here on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
First set, Lehman breaks, gets a big lead. They hold on to win first set, 25-22. Jeff, you got some numbers there?
Yeah, pretty clean, or pretty exciting, interesting game. You mentioned Cavaliers get a break there in the middle of the contest, open up a lead and hold on. And for the Cavaliers, Olivia Lucia, big game for her. 4 kills, 3 blocks to lead the Cavaliers. On the other side, Aubrey Toby comes up with 4 kills. I think a lot of them came in that comeback attempt near the end, but a lot of girls getting into offense from both sides. Marion Local, though, did commit 8 hitting errors, whether serving or hitting. So, think of the 25 points that the Cavaliers got, 8 of them kind of coming off of Marion Local Flyer mistakes, hitting errors. On the other side, Lehman Catholic, just 4 hitting errors. So when you lose games like this by 3 points and 2 points, and it's just a matter of inches, if you will. If you're getting beat 25-10, 25-8, that you didn't play well. But when you're 25-22, things are going to happen, and it comes down to who makes the play at the right time.
Yeah, good first set between the two teams. As we start set 2, Natalie Rethman serves for the Flyers. Snipes will check it back. McFarland from the back row. Dug by Rethman. Set to Toby. Dug by Cavaliers. Miss hit. We'll give it to the Flyers.
A good start for the Flyers, and got to get a bump set by the libero, and you have to be careful if you're a libero. You can't set the ball in front of the 10-foot line and attack it. So that bump was a hittable ball, if you will, and it records in a kill.
Geisy with a hit that's blocked out of bounds. That'd be a kill for Geisy.
Geisy had 2 kills in the first set.
It's Piper Sharkins, sophomore. She was the one who served that when Lehman broke open a 7-8 point lead. Back on the Flyers side, they'll call a lift on that. First illegal hit we've had tonight.
Yeah, it's one of those things that sometimes are hard to see, whether it's a spin of the ball, which I've been told you're not supposed to watch a spin, you're supposed to see if it's double hit, which figure that one out, but that time, sometimes the sound, it's a tough call, and the referees are trained to make that call and watch it, and it's not allowed.
Geisy with the hit this time. Hit there by Brooke Holman. Nice save by the Cavaliers. Partington with the dig. Rethman, Kanapke, dug by the Cavaliers. Hit by Lucia. Nice save by the Flyers. From the right side, Brooke Holman with a nice hit. She hung in the air, if you will. A little bit of double pump here as you get another
time
look.
here. Yeah, that's a nice double pump, like you said, throws the blockers off a bit. Holman had 3 kills and 2 blocks in the first set.
Snipes not able to get it across. 4-1, no, first point of this set for the Flyers. They trail 4-1. That will be an ace. Good serve there by the Flyers by number 11, Ava Rose.
I think the score is backwards. It's 5-1.
That's, yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, because I've got 3 offensive points and 2 mistakes by the Cavaliers, so
I'm sure they'll get that corrected. McFarland, dug by Partington. Rethman, Fessemeyer block. Lucia, also Alexis Snipes there as well.
First block for Snipes. Lucia, as mentioned, had 3 in the first set. Give her another one here, and now the score tied up at 5 apiece.
Yeah, I think they switched it on one side, but not. It was 5-1 before the serve, so it should now be 5-2.
3.
Or 3? Well, you got the score sheet in front of you, not me.
Sure.
I think it's 5-2. Yeah, I was right on that one. First time.
You're right.
Yeah. Thought it was 5-1 before the serve, so they got to correct it. It's one of those. I think both coaches knew it was wrong, and they knew they would get it fixed. And there's a nice serve by Geisy. Flyers having trouble. Not quite able to get it across.
Nice try by the Flyers. Kind of started with a poor first touch, and the end result was a hitting error, so 5-3 now in favor of the Flyers.
Fessemeyer from the outside, dug by Shutt. Snipes to Lucia. Flyers keep it alive. Lehman wants 4 hits, but we play on. Overpass. Saved by the Flyers, now hit across by Rethman. Nice hit by Snipes. The setter did a nice job of hitting that. Some fans still didn't like it, but the end result was Lehman got the point.
Yeah, I'm not real sure either. I kind of looked down to record the mark, and when I didn't hear a whistle, I really can't tell you what happened. Probably it's good that Lehman received the point, I'm guessing.
Geisy with the serve, hits the top of the net. Side out to the Flyers. Flyers have talked about state championships. They won 3 in a row in 07, 08, 09, and then back-to-back 12 and 13. They won 5 state championships in 7 years. It's pretty amazing. Also runners-up in 2002 and semifinalists in 2000. For the Cavaliers, they won 3 state titles in 2000, 2005, 2010. Runners-up in 1993, 98, and 2002. Also semis in 97. So a lot of success in these 2 programs. Tip on the Cavalier side. McFarland on the left side sails long. Point Flyers.
Marion Locals led the entire set number 2, opened up that 5-1 lead, which is 4-point lead, has been the biggest. That one puts it back now to 3.
Lucia from the right side.
That was a tough hit.
Boy, she's almost turning around almost like a hook shot, if you will, in basketball. And they got enough of it over the net for the point. So Lucia into the back row now. Shutt comes in the front row now. Someone at the net against the Flyers.
In the net.
The last set was the first set that Marion has lost this season. They went 3-0 in all 3 matches so far. Lucia, dug by Fessemeyer. Close to the net. And I think the Flyer, Pullman, after she hit it, tried to go the middle. And I could see an angle. She brushed it with her shoulder. Inadvertent contact, if you will, but nonetheless, they don't try to figure out intent. And we are tied at 7 apiece.
So a good comeback for the Cavaliers after trailing early. They've tied it up. And
with a cross, chance, Cavaliers. Snipes, McFarland, block back and down. Kanapke, 12, Pullman, 6 with a block. In for the Flyers, number 9, Kelsey Koenig, a junior, defensive specialist. Serving with the lead, 8-7. Nice dig by the Cavaliers. Snipes across. Sharkins, I think, had the dig for the Cavaliers.
Pass right where the opportunity, if you will, allowed Alexis Snipes to go at it, and she did. That's her 2nd kill this set, and had that kind of dump set, if you will, in the first set for a kill as well.
Snipes serve. Just dumped a hit across by Fessemeyer. Little mix-up. Lehman has to free ball it across. Back set to Pullman. Blocked. Would have been out of bounds. Keep battling at the net. From the back row, Lucia. Nice dig by Rose. Pullman with the kill.
A big swing off-speed contact, maybe not solid contact, but sometimes that's the best thing. And Elena Pullman records her first kill of set number 2. She had 2 in the first set, along with an ace and also a block.
Fessenmeyer with the serve for the Flyers. Lucia again from the back row. Dug by the Flyers. Toby with the kill. Aubrey Toby from the left side. Got a good angle and hit the ground right before the Lehman player was able to dig it. Fessenmeyer with another serve. Shut across. Rethman will go Pullman on the slide with the kill.
I like that play a lot. I think it's hard to defend for whatever reason. The blockers don't get set, and it's a right-hand layup with a lot of momentum. You've got the far diagonal court if you want to go that way to use. If your timing is down, it's pretty difficult to stop.
Toby that time with the kill. A nice set there by Pullman, who had to step up and set. And now a 4-point lead for the Flyers. Timeout by Cavaliers. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Set 2, 12-8 Flyers are getting a little bit of an opening here.
They opened up with a 4-point lead. Lehman Catholic battled back, tied it, and Marion Local now has outscored the Cavaliers 5-1 and forces them to take a timeout, like you said, before the spread gets too much bigger.
On the Lehman side, they'll have to free ball it across. Rethman will go to Pullman again on the slide play. Dug by the Cavaliers. Lucia from the back row, able to block, or a little bit off Pullman. A kill from the back row by Lucia. And that, yeah, sometimes I say it's tough to hit from the back row, but sometimes it's tough to block a hit from the back row.
The timing's different, and you don't always see a lot of back row attacks. I mean, I think you're seeing a lot more of it nowadays than you did years ago. But sometimes it still takes good timing by the blockers to understand when to jump, when not to jump.
Geyser, the big hit saved by the Flyers. From the back row, that was McFarland. Pullman again from the right side, sails long. Point Cavaliers. Good volleyball here tonight at Lehman Catholic Gymnasium. Both teams off to good starts this season, trying to match up between a formidable foe. That serve goes wide.
Second service error for the Cavaliers here in set number 2.
Pullman with a service error.
Pullman ended set number 1 with the service error and picks up the first of set number 2 right here. 2-point lead for the Flyers.
Junior Abby Shutt serving for the Cavaliers. Rethman goes to Homan, dug by Snipes. Geisy close to the net. Rethman, nice save by Geisy. Kept alive, but Shutt in her momentum took her underneath the net. So that'll give the point to the Flyers.
Yeah, trying to chase it down with Shutt and just ran out of room and bumped the net with her body, so point for the Flyers.
Natalie Rethman, senior setter, back to serve. She was honorable mention last year in the MAC. Serve will go a little bit long. So point for the Flyers as they're back up to a 4-point lead. Rethman with a jump serve. Snipes. That will go on the Flyer side. Battle. Lucia out of the net there. Geisy. Nice dig by Fessenmeyer. Back set. Homan has to dink it. Snipes in the middle. Lucia with a kill.
Went on a short, quick set. Timing again. Beat the blockers to that spot. And Lucia hitting the ball very well again. Her third kill.
Piper Sharkins Back to serve. She's had a lot of success back there tonight. Rethman set. The timing off a little bit there. Have to bump it across. Lucia tried to do too tough of a hit and it goes into the net.
And speaking of timing off for the Flyers, timing off there, Lucia just couldn't get the footwork down, and it's very difficult to continue to attack it aggressively if your timing's not there. That one into the bottom of the net. One of her few hitting mistakes that Lucia has made. Most of her swings have been in play or have been kills. That's probably her first hitting error.
And that'll be the point there. Lucia with a hit, not able to return it for the Flyers. So side out to the Cavaliers, number 22, Reese Geisey, sophomore, serving for Lehman Catholic. Serve dug there by Ava Rose. Kanapke in the middle, and that will go for the point. Able to get it to Lucia's hands, and the point.
Back to a 4-point lead. I felt that was a big opportunity again with a 3-point lead. If Lehman could get the point, it goes to 2, but it seems Marion local to bend but don't break defense. Keeps the margin at 4.
Rachel Partington with a serve for the Flyers. McFarland Dink covered by the Flyers. Hit that time by Fessemeyer. In the middle of Lucia, blocked. Kept alive by the Flyers. She'll try again. This time it's not enough on it. And now a 5-point lead. I believe the biggest lead of this set.
Biggest lead of this set. And looks like a possible timeout is for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers.
We'll step aside. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Set 2 in favor of the Flyers as they maintain right now a 5-point lead.
They're looking to build upon the biggest lead of the set. Again, points winding down, a very similar kind of how the first set went, where the Cavaliers opened up a lead at this point of the game, and the Flyers trying to repeat that same scenario. That went out of bounds.
McFarland's hit goes wide at 19-13.
6 hitting errors, Dave, and a couple service errors and a couple unforced errors. So Lehman Catholic, 10 errors already here in set number 2, kind of helped the Flyers maintain the 6-point lead. Kanapke with her 3rd kill.
A nice job on had to kind of rotate as she hit that one. And she brings the Flyers to 20. 20 serving 13. Snipes will set McFarland. Dug by Rose. All the way over Fessemeyer. Blocked. This time it looks like Alexis Snipes with the block.
Snipes and Lucia, they tag teamed earlier in the set. They do the same thing here. Both of them go up. Snipes, it looks like she got the meat on the ball, her hands on the ball, and records her second block of the set.
There's an ace by Lucia. One of those when you have that tandem blocks there. One person might get the block, but without the other person there, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't happen. So double team blocking there. Pullman, Chia keeps it alive. Chased down and saved by the Cavaliers. Fessemeyer, Rethman, Pullman resets and hits it across. Lucia from the back row, not enough. Side out to the Flyers.
A rough stretch here for Lucia after hitting the ball so well. Has had a few hitting errors, and it's tough to consistently, every hit be perfect. And now she's got people that she knows want to block, and that it weighs on your mind. And she's had a couple hitting errors here in set number 2.
Kelsey Koenig steps up, sets Fessemeyer. Koenig with the dig. Back set to Pullman. They'll say just inside the line. So another kill from the right side by Pullman as we get another look.
Another slide offense, and bang, bang. So Pullman, her third kill of set number 2 to go along with 2 in set 1.
And there's an ace. Kelsey Koenig. The ball really dropped there in the back row with the ace. 23-15 Marion Local trying to even up this match at 1 set apiece. So Lehman won the first one 25-22. They'll call a lift on that and set point here for the Flyers. Game serving 15, if you will. Serve across by Koenig. McFarland will have to dink it across. Rethman tried to dump it, not able to get it over. Lehman survives for this point. We'll have to do that 8 more times here. Snipes back to serve.
Didn't work that time for Natalie Rethman. Again, if it works, it's great. If it's not, it's just, I think it keeps the defense honest. You have to make them respect all portions of your offense.
Pullman blocked by the Cavaliers. Shutt goes down the line for the kill.
I believe it was
Check that, McFarland.
Lauren McFarland, 5'6" junior, her first kill. She had 3 kills in set number 1. Her first there to keep her team alive. They need obviously a string of offense now to stay alive here in set number 2.
Big guy Fessemeyer, she comes back to hit it. Goes off a backboard. A lot of nice saves by both teams there to keep it alive. Rethman, Fessemeyer with the dink. Snipes set McFarland through the blockers. Nice save there by Fessemeyer. Now on the Lehman side. McFarland again will have to hit it softly. Pullman on the slide. We'll have a Cavalier in the net. That'll be point Flyers as they win the first set, or win the second set, 25-17. Match is now even at 1 set apiece, and we'll be back with a third set here on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Marion Local comes back to even up the match. They win set 2, 25-17.
Kind of pulled away there and win by 8 points. Got some help in that set number 2, Dave, from the Cavaliers. They commit 12 errors. Had a couple service errors, 7 attacking errors, and 3 unforced ball handling errors, if you will. So 12 of the 25 points Cavaliers, I won't say gave to, but put points on the board for the Flyers. And the Flyers played cleaner, if you will. Only 6 errors on their part. They did their best. They took advantage of that opportunity, got off to a big lead. Lehman came back early, tied it, but then they opened up another 4-point lead, held on, and then next thing you know, it was about 7 or 8, and that's where set number 2 ended. So a good turnaround for the Flyers after suffering, like you said, their first loss set-wise of the season. Bounced back and even this series up now 1 game apiece.
Last year, this match between the two teams, Marion 1 and 3 in the hangar. We're going to go at least 4 here. High quality volleyball so far as Abby Shutt will start set 3. Toby, nice block by Lucia. The middle hit back on the Flyer side. Toby will try again. This dig by Snipes, but nobody able to chase it down.
Toby hung in there, a couple good hard swings. She continues to swing very aggressively. Had 4 kills in set 1, 2 kills in set number 2. The first here to give the Flyers the early 1-0 lead.
Grace Kanapke checks into the front row as Natalie Rethman serves it long for the Flyers.
Flyers, the first service error here in set number 3, only had 1 service error last set and 2 in set number 1, so 4 on the night for the Flyers.
Piper Sharkins with the serve. Dug by the Flyers. Kanapke in the middle with the kill.
Good swing by 5'10" senior Grace Kanapke, and again, a little directional, but out of the middle, not quite as much room. You can go either side, but not as much room to work with, and Grace able to get it down for her first kill, her 6th of the night.
Doing that. Flyers last year 14-11, but the respect that they have for their program, they still finished ranked number 9 in state. But you got to remember the MAC had 2 state champions and a state runner-up between New Bremen, Versailles, and Coldwater, the runner-up there. So a tough MAC, which will probably be the same case this year. And that will sail wide.
And you mentioned Marion Local beat Fort Recovery, who was ranked in the tournament. They were a highly ranked team as well, and knocked them out at Fort Recovery. A tough place to play, a good environment. We had the game, and it was, obviously one of those matches. Someone was going to go home, and 2 teams, 2 league affiliates, having to knock each other out.
Yeah, 2 years ago, Marion Local won the MAC that year, so be a battle ahead as they actually have Versailles this Thursday, and the following Thursday they have St. Henry. The Flyers are going to find out how good they are in a hurry between this match and those 2. Fessemeyer from the left side into the net. So back to the Cavaliers side. Olivia Lucia serving for the Cavaliers. Junior middle hitter with the serve. Rethman to Pullman. Nice hit by Elena Pullman.
This 5'11" sophomore has had a nice night. 2 kills in set 1, 4 in set number 2. The first one here in set number 3 has had a couple blocks as well, and an ace serving. Has put a couple serves in the net, but overall has played very well.
Koenig with an ace in the corner. Before she had an ace on the last set and it dropped, and that one looked like it was sailing and really dropped.
Kelsey Koenig, a 5'5" junior, now as Dave mentioned, 2 kills.
2 aces.
Yes, 2 aces here in each of the last game, and as we talk her up, they commit their already their 3rd service error of this set. They only had 3 coming in sets 1 and 2, 6 now in the night. Both these teams serve the ball pretty well, both right at 90% accuracy, so they keep the ball in play, but they also both earn some aces. Each team averaging over 2.5 aces per set.
Snipes sets McFarland. Lauren McFarland with a nice kill.
5 feet 6 inches. I mentioned that earlier. For that size, hits it hard and uses the angle. She's going to be in that far side, and she's coming all the way across court, just past the 10-foot line. So probably tough to go right down the line with the blockers in front. So she goes kind of away from their hands the best that she can, and she's been successful.
McFarland takes advantage of the overpass there. Cavaliers now with a 2-point lead in what's been back and forth here in the 3rd set. Big 3rd set here as the match tied at 1 set apiece. Fessemeyer, nice dig that time by Shutt. Heidi will bump it across. Rethman to Pullman. This time the Cavaliers are there with a block. You have 14 Abby Shutt and 20 McFarland.
Very well timed. I mentioned those slide plays that Marion Local has run a lot of are tough to defend, but that time McFarland and Shutt do a nice job of blocking Pullman.
Fessemeyer with the kill. Setter Natalie Rethman doing a nice job of running that offense. I was watching that. I wasn't sure if she was going back set there or the other way. And
if you don't know, think about defensively which way you're going to go to try to close the block, or I should say set the block.
Fessemeyer's serve will be bumped across. Rethman that time will try to dump it, but Snipes is there. Heidi Shutt to McFarland. Nice dig there by Koenig. Hit by Aubrey Toby.
5'10" senior number 2, Aubrey Toby. Her 2nd kill to go along with 2 in number 2 and 4 in set number 1, so she's up to 8 here in the match.
McFarland this time from the right side, just able to get it across. Now bumped across on the Cavaliers side. In the middle, Shutt able to get just enough on it for the point in the kill.
Soft attack for Abby Schutt, her first kill of the night. A couple blocks already and a service ace.
Farland goes back to serve. That puts 22 Reese Geisey into the front row. Both these teams have hitters all the way around. It isn't just when your top hitters come out or in the front row. Balanced attack, and that one sails long.
Lehman, their second service error of set number 3. Marion Local with 3 already here. So each team, as I mentioned how well they serve at 90% accuracy, have committed some service errors here in set number 3.
Geisey tried to go down the line, but a little too wide. And we are tied at 9 apiece. 9-9 on our first National Bank scoreboard here in set 3. We'll go back row to McFarland. Rethman to Toby, off a blocker. Save. They got another hit here. McFarland from the back row. Dug in the back row by the Flyers. In the middle, Brooke Holman. Saved by the Cavaliers. Rethman, back set. Holman not able to get a good swing on it. McFarland was Chia from the back row, dug by Pullman. Rethman tries to dump it across. And a long volley goes to the Flyers.
Give Rethman a kill. The Lehman Cavaliers unable to get a good touch on it, and kind of an awkward way to end it. Kind of a, like I said, it was a loose volley there. Not a lot of great attack, but some good plays to keep the ball alive, although the Flyers with the 4th service error give it right back to the Cavaliers. And I'm still trying to get used to that blue line being not the under the net line here.
And that Partington able to save it. Flyers save it. Snipes. Lucia from the right side.
Couple blockers up there, Dave. Lucia, though, able to go around, through, or over. I couldn't tell, but boy, hit it hard. And that's very tough if your blockers can't get a touch on it, slow it down.
She was really hot in the first set. Cooled off a little bit in the second.
You know, she had 4 kills in each set. Maybe probably, I mentioned to be negative, she had a couple hitting errors in set number 2, which she usually doesn't do, but
Holman takes the overpass for the kill for the Flyers.
So yeah, I can see what you're saying. They set her a lot. She hits a lot. Most of the times they're in play. If they're not a kill, she had a couple lapses, if you will, in that set 2, but continues to hit the ball well.
We'll have another set there. Tried to dink it, and it goes a little wide.
The game of inches. She had the right idea. The hole was there, just about 6 inches or so too much, but the right idea.
Natalie Rethman with the serve. This time the Flyers now with the lead. That will be dug wide. Now a 2-point lead for the Flyers. Erica Schultze, the coach for the Marion Local Flyers, her 4th year.
Spent some time at actually Minster and then to Bowling Green, correct?
Yep, played at Minster, stand out there, and then played at Bowling Green. And right now her Flyers on a roll here, 14-11. As Lehman with the timeout, we'll keep it right here. We'd like to thank our sponsors once again for making this telecast possible. Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, caring without limits. Precision Strip, NKT TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, we service what we sell. Moran's Refrigeration, a name you know, a name you trust. PSG Automotive Outfitters, Hometown Opportunity, connecting local companies with local talent. Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schwitterman Pharmacies, located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, Wapakoneta, and St. Mary's, and New Knoxville Supply, our sponsors here, and what's been a very good match so far here at Lehman High School.
Yeah, good team play here by both teams. We expected it coming in that we should see some high quality volleyball. I think we are. And a lot of activity.
And that will go wide. In the last 2 sets, Jeff, one of the teams opened up a little bit of a gap here. The first set was Lehman. Last time was Marion. Is Marion doing the same here?
Well, they've got a chance here. It's about right where each team, as you mentioned, has opened up a bigger lead than what they had early. And Critical possession. Nice play by the Flyers.
Fesselmeyer with a nice save for the Flyers. That goes off the antenna. And the Flyers, I think, have scored either 6 or 7 points in a row, if I remember right. They didn't have the serve when Rethman started to serve. Didn't have the lead when she started to serve. They're right now on a roll. Lucia took a little bit different approach and gets the kill.
Able to elevate, and again, senses and knows the blockers are in front of her. Kind of take a peek or anticipate where you think the hold is going to be. This time she hit it in bounds, tried the same thing maybe on her last attack and just pushed it out of bounds. So this time successful and a much needed point for the Cavaliers.
Sharkins with the serve. Hit across by Rethman. Geisy, long. A quick side out back to the Flyers.
Cavaliers, Dave, can't get consecutive serves. And again, now it's just 8 points to go for the Flyers. A big possession here. 5 is one deficit, 6 is a bigger one.
Ava Rose trying to keep the momentum going for the Flyers. Snipes will go in the middle. Lucia with a nice hit. Big hit by Olivia Lucia. Brings it back.
September 21st and 22nd at legendary Eldora Speedway. Enter for your chance to win 2 sweet tickets with pit passes for Friday night. NKT.TV/Eldora.
Nice save there by Abby Shutt to keep it alive for the Cavaliers.
Oh no, pretty hard hit by Brooke Homan.
Fesselmeyer, dug by Geisy. We'll go over to McFarland. Awful blocker. Rethman tries to dump it again. Snipes in the middle. Lucia change the pace. In the middle, Homan. Good volley. Goes in favor of the Cavaliers.
Boy, Abby Shutt way early in that volley fielded a hard-driven spike by Homan, and in the long run, it turns out to be a winner, but good play by Shutt to keep it alive, and an ace here for the Cavaliers.
Reese Geisy. Now the momentum swinging to the Cavaliers. The first 2 sets, we only had one team that had a real stretch of a run, if you will. Cavaliers are having 3 points in a row, make it 4.
Back-to-back service aces by Reese Geisy, and tough ball to defend, and she's put it in the right spot twice.
Dug by Partington. Backside Homan. Nice placement from the right side there, Brooke Homan. Homan leaves in favor of Holman. Rachel Partington, the libero, serving for the Flyers. 18-16. This pivotal 3rd set. Go to McFarland. Off a blocker for the point.
Her 3rd kill in this set for Lauren McFarland, and more times than not, she brings it hard. She's an aggressive hitter. And I say just 5'6". Most of your bigger hitters seem to be a little bit taller, but she gets it done. Usually a diagonal attacker.
Coleman with the hit covered by the Cavaliers. McFarland this time from the middle.
She
looks like we'll have a Flyer in the net. And we are tied at 18.
That time McFarland kind of going basically through the blockers, drew them into the net. She records her 4th kill. And more importantly, he said, Dave, for the Cavaliers, they've battled back now.
They're down by 4. Now have tied it, but that will give the lead back to the Flyers.
Boy, those are tough ones. You battle all the way back, and you want to make the serve difficult, because in this level of competition play, you can't, if you will, soft serve it
lollipop it,
because you don't want the offense to get a chance to go. And
service with the serve there. McFarland again from the left side. Nice dig by Partington. Pullman puts it away.
That's what happens when you're 5'11" and you get on top of the volleyball. You can hit vertically downward, and that is tough to stop.
Flyers the first one to 20, 20 to 18. Koenig with the serve. Dug by McFarland. Snipes will go to McFarland again. Angle just makes it over the net. Into the net. Flyers just tried to get it across.
It's amazing sometimes when you get out of rhythm, you know, not a normal pass or not a normal set, it just
out of the system. They like to use it. Use that phrase you hear from a lot of coaches. We like to play in system. And there's an ace by Snipes.
That's helped the Cavaliers here as of late come back in this contest. That's their third ace and probably their last 6 points, and they've been able to get it just in front of the Marion local defense.
20-20. Leg by Partington. Rethman go all the way to Fessemeyer. She have to dink it. Shut. Lucia will bump it across. Free ball to the Flyers. Rethman chases it down. Fessemeyer, leg by Lucia. All the way over McFarland, down the line, but wide.
Out. She, right idea. This time she cuts it, goes down the line, but just missed. And a good decision from McFarland. Felt like the teams that had maybe been taking the wider angle, and she hit it hard again. It probably missed by just a couple inches.
Fessemeyer with the hit, or with the serve coming up here. The Flyers up 21-20. Shut with the dig. McFarland from the right side. Dink covered by Partington. Rethman will go to Toby. Block back on the Flyers side. Toby again, dinks it. Saved by Snipes. Shutt will bump it across. Rethman sets Pullman, blocked. Nice cover there by Koenig. Bumped across by Partington. Lehman able to survive that one. Dumped there by Rethman, and it finds a spot. Point Flyers.
Rethman, her second kill, and watch it here again, sensing it and just taking it herself, being that she's a setter in the front row. Dave, she's able to go above the net and attack it, and that's exactly what she did.
Timeout there by the Cavaliers. We'll keep it right here. Definitely some high quality volleyball. It seems like tonight, if you don't get a hard hit, like right down, somebody's coming up with it. You may not be able to bump it or hit it back, but
keep it alive.
If you don't find the hard hit to go down, it's gonna be coming right back, and we got to be ready for it. Good volleyball tonight.
It is. They played great defense. A lot of nice plays defensively. There's been some hard-driven attacks that have been fielded. We've seen good touches. You've seen now Cavaliers. They've put some good hands on the Marion local slide attack that have been successful early on. They're getting that timing down. It's just one of those things you got to figure out what your opponent will give you and make the play for your team.
Farland with the hit, dug by Koenig of the Flyers. Toby's hit, the bump goes wide. 23-20 Flyers.
3 kills now for the 5'10" senior Aubrey Toby.
Carrie Fessemeyer, then the server the last few points here for the Flyers. They'll go Lucia from the back row. Nice dig by Partington. Toby, block back. Pullman, chance for Lehman. They'll go to McFarland, dug by Fessemeyer. Pullman close to the net, battle. Looks like the Flyers are in the net. A much needed point by the Cavaliers.
Good play, good defense, and results in a Flyer, I believe it was Pullman, into the net. After, again, the Cavaliers playing pretty good defense. And as you mentioned it, Cavaliers needed a point and they got it. Can the Flyers now take advantage?
Toby powers it.
Is out.
And it was wide.
So good hit, just missed. I thought it was wide left.
23-22. And now a timeout by the Flyers. Once again, we'd like to mention NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 and HD on 503. First replay is Wednesday the 29th at 6. Second is Thursday the 30th at 8. You can check out the full schedule on www.nktelco.net. You can watch the games on demand on the website or also on the Facebook page. And right now, we're going right down to the wire here in this third set.
A very competitive game. Again, they've all been competitive. This one a little bit tighter than the last one. Flyers trying to hold on. They've led throughout this set number 3 for the latter part of it.
Toby, dug by Lucia. Snipes will set McFarland from the back row, dug by Partington. Rethman, Pullman, dink, and it falls. Rachel Pullman, a dink from the middle, caught the side, if you will, just inside the line.
Her third, she records her third kill, maybe her biggest one right there, placing it where the defense was not. Big serve for Pullman.
Elena Pullman with the serve goes wide. Now 24-23. Another set point.
Fifth service error of set number 3 for the Flyers, and Lehman still with life.
Shut with the serve, and that goes as a service error, and that goes as a victory in set 3 for the Flyers. They now lead the match 2-1. Again, the teams will switch sides, and again we'll return for the next set here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Marion. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Very closely played match between two good teams here. Marion wins the last set 25-23. They're in favor of this match right now, 2-1.
You couldn't get much closer, Dave. A 2-point victory. Both teams battled. Both teams had a lot of errors in that set number 3, serving in particular. Lehman with 4 service errors. Marion Local with 5. And then each team had 5 or 6 hitting errors. So each team who made some mistakes, and probably the ones that give you the most gray hair are the service ones. From a onlooker, it seems like every serve should be in, but if you give a serve soft, teams are going to defend it. A lot of coaches are okay if you serve aggressively and miss one once in a while, because you might have earned them 3 or 4 points by serving aggressively early on. So it's a give and take.
First point is a battle as normal. We have a block there by the Flyers. There's Kanapke in the middle, or Toby. I think it was Toby the way they're congratulating her.
I think they both went up. Probably Kanapke recorded the actual touch. Toby, though, up there with her as well.
And there's Toby on the overpass. And Marion trying to build the momentum they had from winning the last set off to 2-0 lead. Natalie Rethman, lone setter for the Flyers tonight, as well as Alexis Snipes for the Cavaliers. They put on a lot of mileage chasing down those sets. Rethman sets Holman, and a nice hit from the right side by Brooke Holman.
Good power attack for a right-hander out of that offhand position. Sometimes it's a tough thing to do, to wait for the ball to kind of come over your body, but Holman that time delivered well. And as you mentioned the power, the aggressiveness. Hit it pretty solidly, very tough to recover.
Another serve by Rethman. They'll go back row to McFarland. Whistle, they have a Flyer in the net. And that's sometimes what you get when you hit from the back row. In the front row, you try to lean a little further to get that. And again, like you mentioned earlier, when they're hitting from the back row, it throws the timing off a little bit for the blockers as well. And that time, successful for the Cavaliers. Piper Sharkins back in to serve. Set all the way over to Toby. Played by Cavaliers. Lucia with a kill. Olivia Lucia.
Her 12th kill so far, had 4-1, 4-2, 3-3, and now 1 here in 4. Again, just a junior, so a lot of volleyball left for her. She's been playing very well.
Toby with the hit. Not able to recover. And a side out to the Flyers.
11 kills on the night for the 5'10 sophomore as she exits the court.
In for the Flyers, I think for the first time, number 14, Lydia Griesdorn, 5'2 sophomore. Geisy is blocked. Kanapke and Holman on the defense for the Flyers.
Kanapke's been involved now in 2 termination blocks so far here in set number 4.
Snipes in the middle, Lucia, nice save by Partington. Pushed deep in the corner, nice save by McFarland. Griesdorn not able to save it, and a nice recovery by Lehman.
Yeah, both teams trying to get their opponent off balance, and Lehman makes the play there as McFarland, chased back to keep it alive, and sort of like Lehman then pushed it back and caught Lehman or Marion Local a little bit on standing still, couldn't make a clean play.
Geisy hits the top of the tape. Into the front row we have Elena Pullman. Into the back row to serve Rachel Partington. Partington is senior, 6 seniors on this team, 6 seniors on both squads. And there's an ace. A little bit of movement on the ball. I usually say this a couple times each year. If you look from the side, it looks like it'd be real easy, but if you get from the end, that ball is moving left and right, up and down. It's not so easy to pick up a hard serve. McFarland blocked. Kanapke and Pullman again.
Well, Kanapke's been active at the net. 5-point lead for the Flyers.
Coach Greg Snipes calls the timeout here. Squad down 8-3. Mentioned again, I think we said in the pregame, Coach Snipes has been here 24 years, 3 state titles, 3 runners-up, 475 and 136. You did some math, 78%. There's a lot of good coaches in the area, but Greg is in the conversation for sure.
Yeah,
one of the best.
24 seasons, he's seen a lot. He's seen the game evolve. Guessing back, for example, when did the rally scoring start? He probably had to start when it was still side out.
That was in the early 2000s.
So he started back. We're playing side out. Can you imagine nowadays playing side out volleyball? Just score.
That last set would be a long time.
It'd be forever.
Yeah.
So he's seen a lot, and he's evolved with the game, and he's has a team that's always very competitive.
And now his squad down by 5. Pullman will go to Kanapke. A nice hit there by Grace Kanapke.
Pullman with the set, Kanapke with the kill. For Kanapke now 7 kills on the night. And you'll see the set by number 6, and Kanapke cross court for the kill.
Snipes to Lucia. That will sail long. Side out. End the point, or I should say a point for the Flyers as Rachel Partington continues to serve.
7-point lead with number 7 serving, Dave. This is a big play for the Cavaliers. They need to get a stop. You can kind of feel the energy, a lot of it, on the Flyers side.
Fessemeyer, Cavaliers did a great job of keeping that alive. There's Pullman this time, off of a blocker, end the point.
Lehman made a nice play to keep it alive, but then again, Marion Local with the advantage with the aggressive offense. Lehman right now kind of Dave playing defense, if you will, and that bump there, that fist hit, if you will, by Lucia works, but boy, for a while it seemed like Marion Local definitely had to throttle down, and Lehman was just kind of playing self-defense a little bit.
Long hill to climb here for the Cavaliers. They're down by 7, but a lot of the game left to go. Go to McFarland, and Griesdorn chases it down. Flyers keep it alive. Pullman puts it away. So once again, a case where a team looked like they didn't have a chance. They ended up saving it, and it turns out to get the point.
Yeah, it's just good hustle play by the Flyers. Lehman couldn't do a lot with it, gave the Marion Local offense a good chance to run offense, and they did.
Another ace by Kelsey Koenig. And the Flyers rolling. Another timeout by the Cavaliers. We'll step aside, be right back.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Kelsey Koenig serving with a 9-point lead. Flyers try to end it in 4 sets here. Overpass, put away by Fessemeyer. Flyers eked out the last set 25-23, and they have just rode the momentum here in the 4th set. Koenig with a hard serve, dug by McFarland. Snipes has to chase it down. McFarland not able to save it. Now a double-digit lead for the Flyers. 15-4. That time the serve will go long. The Cavaliers, it's not impossible, but you got to get a big run together. Get 7 or 8 in a row, and then you're right there. But you can't just alternate side outs.
Nope, you need multiple serves right now for the Cavaliers. And
Coleman, nice dig there by Shutt. Not able to get it across. 4 hits on the Cavaliers. Toby checks back in. Fessemeyer back to serve.
You talk about multiple serves, they can't get it. Pullman with a hard-driven attack. Not a kill for her, but the Cavaliers couldn't get a good play on the ball to get it over on the 3rd hit. And right back, the now 11-point lead for the Flyers.
Coleman with the dink. Lucia, dug by Partington. All the way over Toby. Nice save there by Snipes. Able to recover. Rethman in the middle. Toby, and the offense rolling here for the Flyers.
It continues to roll. Again, Lehman's made some nice plays, but they're not able to really kind of get a good aggressive attack. And it seems like now the Flyers maybe just more offense, more attackers, more strong hitting. But McFarland, finally comes, I shouldn't say finally, but a much needed breakthrough there on offense. Get a good swing and, more importantly, get the ball back and a point on the serve for your team.
McFarland will go back to serve, junior. A lot of hits. She gets a little bit of a break right now. Lehman has a lot of players playing both ways, probably a little more so than what Marion Local has. Serve across. There's Toby. Dug by Lucia. Coleman with the kill. Any overpass, any mistake, the Flyers have taken advantage of it this set.
Pullman will sit down with 12 kills in the contest and add 3 or so blocks in there as well. He's done a nice job in the front row, playing the middle position, also getting some offense on the slide plays to the outside.
Out with the net, Shutt with the dink. In the middle, Homan, dug by Lucia. Back row, McFarland. Dug by Fessemeyer. Cross the net, Abby Shutt with the kill.
Good court awareness by 5'9" junior Abby Shutt. As you mentioned, saw the ball coming and waited and knew that a hole was there and did a nice job legally attacking the ball. Avoided the double hit that can happen sometimes when you have those type of plays where you get anxious.
Shutt with the serve. Rethman all the way over to Toby. Uses the net to her advantage for the point.
When things go right, things go right. That time Toby just powered it through the blockers and the top of the tape, and it very easily could have bounced out of bounds. Instead it falls without being touched on the Lehman side. Her 4th kill of set number 4 for Aubrey Toby.
Rethman with the serve. Geisy through the blockers. Reese Geisy with the kill.
6-foot sophomore, Reese Geisy, her first kill of set number 4. Take another look at it here on a replay. And again, getting it through, in that case, Grace Kanapke's block. That replay sponsored by Winners Meats. Over 90 years of quality meat.
And there's an ace by Sharkins. Too hot to handle there. Lehman now within 10. A long way to go.
Yeah.
That
Close.
just long.
It's close.
Boy, it's close. Well, the head ref is going to overrule it. Which,
my initial, I don't know why he shouted, I'm just thinking I'm officially thinking, well, it was in.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
And sometimes I think it's easier from here than it is from the gentleman
and who
or the
wants
ladies
to be down there doing it anyways.
Aubrey Toby
easier
with
to
another
sit
kill.
up here with no one watching you, and you can see it. Taking a look for Toby. He's had a fine night, and another good set by Rethman.
Liddy Griesdorn checks back into the lineup. Her squad leading 20-10. Southmore with the serve. Shut. Lucia blocked back, saved on the Flyer side. Rethman to Holman. Snipes bumped across. Rethman chases it down again. Fessemeyer. Bumped by Shutt. Rethman will dump it. Nice save, but that will go wide. Good volley again in favor of the Flyers.
Rethman hasn't used that often tonight, but she's been pretty successful probably in the 3 or 4 times she's done it. She's probably recorded 75% of them, or 3 out of the 4 have dropped for points.
Hit by Geisy, dug by the Flyers. Fessemeyer with the kill. Again, Fessemeyer was a libero last year. Switches to an outside hitter, something you don't see a lot, but she shows that she's
capable of maybe playing a spot the coach needs, and she said,
sure, I can do it. She's athletic enough to do it.
And you basically have another set of good hands, you know, in the back row, along with Partington.
Hit by Holman. Dink will go wide. Also want to mention number 13, Heidi Rethman, in the lineup in the back row, number 13. I believe her first action of the night.
5'7" sophomore.
She's got a dig in there. Geisy with the serve, that time to Rethman. All the way over to Fessemeyer. Snipes will set McFarland. Rethman, nice set. Holman. That was a great hit by Holman, but Rethman is going into the net, able to get the back set, and I think she was a little too close to the net.
Maybe they caught to follow through the violation, but you're right, Dave. Everything else was nice, and Holman really snapped the wrist. The ball was close, and she just snapped it off somehow, avoided contact, and make sure they get the score right.
Yeah, I don't know if they gave the point the right place, because first they signaled it. I don't know if it looked like it was Marion's point. And the referees are correcting it here, so they're checking their score. Checking, it looks like the scores, you have the official scores are the ones in the book.
Should be
scorekeepers.
12 to 22 maybe?
Yeah, I think you're right. I did that job for about a half a season. That's not easy either.
You quit?
I'm better at talking than recording.
Good serve.
Nice serve. Rethman has to hit it across. There's McFarland. Fessemeyer. She'll get set back by Rethman. Geisy saves it. Snipes bumps it across. Nice hit. Snipes just didn't.
I think it was Lucia.
Lucia, okay.
Yeah,
she didn't just hit it over.
Put a little bit of spin on it, a little bit of English. I'm always like, block it. You know, when they have their net or their back behind you, sometimes you'll see them just kind of, not hit it soft to hit a line drive. But that time she was able to find pay dirt and, more importantly, get the ball and the point to stay with the Cavaliers.
Hit by Fessemeyer. Finds an opening.
Her third kill here in set number 4. And good read. Again, going to the middle, maybe sensed it and did the right idea to find the space.
Rachel Partington, she was the one who had a lot of those serves when Marion blew this set wide open. She's 2 away from finishing it with 2 serves. Lehman has something to say about that. Nice dig by Partington. Coleman not able to hit it across. So Lehman stays alive, needs a run here, down by 9 late. And down in sets 2-1. Lucia. Rethman. Fessemeyer with the dink. And we are now at match point for the Flyers.
Fessemeyer a couple times now finding that space over the front row, yet in front of the back row. And Lehman just, I think you could hear him yelling tip, but just no one could get there in time. Match point.
Kelsey Koenig serving. Chased down by the Cavaliers. Kept alive. Koenig, Rethman, Pullman. That sails wide, or long, I should say. So Lehman survives the first set, or match point. As Alexis Snipes back to serve. Senior setter's done a nice job running the offense for the Cavaliers. Fessemeyer block, saved by Partington. Rethman, Fessemeyer. Bumped across by Lehman. Koenig steps up, sets Fessemeyer. Coleman. Lehman still battling. McFarland. Koenig with the save. Fessemeyer. Never made it across. Lehman loose, play another point.
Keep working. That was a long volley. A lot of energy spent by both teams, and Lehman fortunate to keep the ball, if you will, the serve.
Dug by Griesdorn. Fessemeyer hits the corner. And the match, the set and the match goes to the Flyers. The final score in our First National Bank scoreboard. Marion wins after they lose the first set 25-22. Then they won 25-17, 25-23, and 25-16. We'll take a break. Jeff and I will be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
That's fine.
NKTelco, a small town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us! At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Lehman High School. We witnessed a very good volleyball game, 1 in 4 sets by the Flyers. 22-25, 25-17, 25-23, and 25-16. Our last set favor the Flyers. I'd like to thank our sponsors for making this possible. Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Caring Without Limits, Precision Strip, NKT TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Grand Lake Health, Flope Building Products, we service what we sell. Moran's Refrigeration, a name you know, a name you trust. PSG Automotive Outfitters. Hometown Opportunities, connecting local companies with local talent. Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schrudeman's Pharmacies, located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapakoneta. New Knoxville Supply. Also, our keys to the game sponsor tonight was Keyhole Pizza. Replay sponsor, Winners Meats, quality meats for 30 years. Our player of the game will be sponsored by NKTelco. Scoreboard sponsor, as always, First National Bank. Think first, and with our final numbers, Mr. Jeff Henschen.
Thank you, Dave. For the match, the Marion Local Flyers a little bit more aggressive. We talked about their offense late in the match being more on control or in control, with Lehman playing more defense. The Marion Local Flyers end the contest with 52 kills in the match compared to 33. So the Flyers getting more attacks, more kills in the set. Each team had about the same amount of service aces. Lehman finishes with 9, Marion Local with 8, and blocking was very even as well. The Cavaliers with 6, and The Flyers with 7. So the difference there, Dave, the offense for the Flyers is more in control after set number 1. Got a lot more attacks and resulted in more kills for them. Again, 52 compared to 33. For the Lehman Cavaliers, their leading attacker tonight was Olivia Lucia, 14 kills and 5 blocks. Also in double figures with her was Lauren McFarland. She recorded 10 kills to lead the way for the Cavaliers. And for the victorious Marion Local Flyers, a couple girls also in double figures with kills. Aubrey Toby with 14 kills and a block. Also Elena Pullman, 12 kills and 3 blocks. And also they had a lot of activity, if you will, hitting-wise. Grace Kanapke recorded 7 kills, but also 6 blocks in the front row. Brooke Homan, 7 kills, along with 3 blocks. And also Carrie Fessenmeyer, we talked about her being a libero last year, attacking this year. She finishes with 8 kills. And Natalie Rethman, the setter, not only dishing it out tonight, but also 4 kills for Natalie Rethman, 2 service aces and a block. Again, a very aggressive offensive unit for Coach Schultze as they prevail in 4 over a very gritty, defensively minded maybe team tonight. And the Cavaliers, they hung in there well playing defense, just couldn't get the ball and kind of go to offense as much as they would have liked.
Marion Local goes to 4-0 on this season. They have a tough game ahead at Versailles on Thursday. Lehman Catholic falls to 3-2. But overall, just a good volleyball match. Both teams competed. It was first 3 sets were very even. Marion eked out that 3rd set, and I think they got that momentum. Lehman seemed like they were a little bit flat that 4th, and Marion won a little easier, but all told, both of these teams are going to win quite a few matches.
Yeah, they played pretty clean. Each team had right around 30 hitting errors, maybe a higher number of service errors than each coach would like to have, but overall played pretty clean. There was a lot of activity. It was a very entertaining back and forth match with some good volleys, and it's amazing how these girls can hit, but not only hit with velocity, but defend it and put the ball kind of right at the setter's feet, if you will. And these teams do it well, and right now I think Marion Local, after that pivotal 3rd game, just took the air out of the Cavaliers' offense, and a smaller squad just couldn't get their offense in rhythm like they wanted to, and Marion Local prevails.
Let's talk about our player of the game. Jeff, you mentioned about all the kills and everything, but running the offense for the Flyers, our player of the game tonight, senior Natalie Rethman.
Number 3, Natalie Rethman. Again, she was, if not all of the assists, maybe there was a couple other girls, she probably, of the 52 kills, she probably assisted on 50 of them. So, and I don't recall if any double hits she committed. So she put the ball in the hitter's wing or swing pattern, and they took advantage of it. Plus, she came through some nice dumps at the right time. Also was active at net with some good blocking. So congratulations to the quarterback, if you will, Natalie Rethman.
She will receive an NKTelco t-shirt this year. So congratulations, Natalie. Congratulations to the Flyers. Also the Cavaliers on a well-played game. We'd like to thank our NKTelco van, Isaac Sell and Bryce Hamrick. On camera, Camden Carter. My partner, Jeff Hemshin. I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching here on NKTelco Sports.